Welcome to English with Shams. In order to speak English fluently and communicate effectively, you have to understand and practice important aspects of English language like grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, and communication. In our course, 30 Days English Speaking Challenge, these aspects are explained in detail with examples. In this video, you will learn future perfect tense and sentences like future perfect affirmative, negative, simple question, and WH question. Perfect tense, future perfect tense. It is similar to present perfect tense and past perfect tense. And here, different helping verbs are used. As we know that in all perfect tense, whether it is present, past, or future, third form of the verb is used. Okay, this is what we will see here. Future perfect tense is used to indicate the completion of action by certain time in the future. Affirmative syntax for affirmative sentence: subject plus helping verb plus verb, and verb past participle form of the verb. And helping verb here, shall have and will have. These two helping verbs will be used, and full stop at the end of the sentence. So let's make first person singular. I shall have gone to office. मैं ऑफिस जा चुका हूँगा. That is future. We shall have gone to office. हम ऑफिस जा चुके होंगे. Future. Right? You will have gone to office. You will have gone to office. So you can see here, shall helping verb is used. Shall and have, these two helping verbs are used with first person singular and plural. And for the second person and third person, will have. Verb form remains third form of the verb, gone. So if we look at go, went, gone, go is the first form, went second form, and the third gone is third form. So the first form is called as base form, second form, which is go, is first form, went second form, and that is also called as past form. And the third is gone, go, went, gone, and which is past participle form or third form of the verb. So third form of the verb is used as per the syntax. Okay, so now, like John will have gone to office, Sonia will have gone to office, it will have gone to forest. Similarly, John and Sonia will have to gone to office. Okay, let me translate into this. Okay. Let's copy this one sentence. I shall have gone to office, or let's say you will have gone to office. You will have gone to office. You will have gone to office. आप दफ्तर गए होंगे. Future. आप दफ्तर गए होंगे. You will have gone to office. In future, this work will be completed. So then it is called as future perfect tense. Future perfect tense is used to indicate the completion of action by a certain time in the future. This is what is happening here. Let's take some examples. So like Virat Kohli will have played cricket confidently. विराट कोहली कॉन्फिडेंस के साथ क्रिकेट खेला होगा. All right, this is one thing. Now, let's make our sentences. So in future tense, we are making perfect sentences, perfect sentences for perfect tense, perfect. This is future tense perfect. Yes, anybody would like to make sentence?
I shall be written a book.
I shall
Be written a book.
look at the syntax. It is I shall have written a book. The right, look at the verb right here. Write, wrote, written. The third form of verb write is written. And for I shall have helping verb are used. So it should be I shall have written a book. Yes, next.
You shall have written a book.
We shall have written a book. Next.
You shall have written a book. You will have written a book.
Yes, can you please repeat?
You will have written a book.
You will have written a book.
Will have written a book.
You will have written a book. Next.
John will have written a book. Sonia will have written a book. It will have gone to forest. John and Sonia will have written a book.
Yeah, make negative sentence. Anyone would like to make, the same. If there are two helping verb, then an OT word is, added between these two helping verb to make sentence negative.
I shall not have written a book.
I shall not have written a book. That is negative. So let's copy this one and paste here and simply add not word to make this affirmative sentence negative sentence. Okay, so that is about negative. Now, yes, so we know what negative is. So one sentence, let's say, I shall have written the letter by that time. Please read these three sentences and translate. Musab, it's your turn.
I shall have prayed every day.
No, this please
I
read
shall
these three.
I shall have written the letter by that time. My letter लिख चुका था वो टाइम तक.
मैं लेटर लिख चुका हूँगा वो टाइम तक, दिस इज फ्यूचर, राइट? I shall have written the letter by that time. मैं वो वक्त तक वो लेटर लिख चुका हूँगा. Let's see. I shall have written a letter by that time. I shall have written the letter. I, sh I shall have written the is used. So it means for a particular. I shall have written the letter by the time. So you see that meaning. मैं उस वक्त तक खत लिख चुका हूँगा. Right? You see, I shall have written the letter by that time. मैं उस वक्त तक खत लिख चुका हूँगा. This is future. Next sentence, please.
I shall have done the work before my father comes. मैं अपना काम कर चुका हूँगा मेरे वालिद साहब आने से पहले.
Yes. I shall have done the work before my father comes. मैं वो काम कर चुका हूँगा मेरे वालिद साहब आने से पहले. So you can see here, this part of the sentence is in future perfect, and this part of the sentence is in which one? Future perfect with simple present. So this part of the sentence is future perfect, and this part of the sentence is simple present. Next sentence, please.
Before you go to see him, he will have left the place. आप उनको देखने से पहले वो जा चुके हैं.
Before you go to see me, इससे पहले कि आप मुझे मिलने आए, ही सी हिम, सॉरी, इससे पहले कि आप उससे मिलने, बिफोर यू गो टू सी हिम, इससे पहले कि आप उसे मिलें, ही विल हैव लेफ्ट द प्लेस, वो जगह छोड़ चुका होगा. ओके, सो सी, लेट्स सी द ट्रांसलेशन. So the same sentence can be written like this also. Let me put. First of all, you can say, let he will have left the place before you go to see him. This same message you can convey in another way. Before you go, before you go to see him, then comma is added. He will have left the place, okay. So here what we are doing, here first we have future perfect, and then with so he will have left the place, which is future perfect. Then you go to see him, you go to see him is present, it's the indefinite, present simple. Present. In this sentence, though you are conveying same message, but first you are writing simple present, then future perfect. At the end, you are trying to convey same message. Let me translate. आप उससे मिलने जाने से पहले मिलने जाने से पहले ही वो जगह छोड़ चुके होंगे. If I try to copy the next one, now let's copy the second sentence.
इससे पहले कि आप उससे मिलने जाएं, वो वहां से चला गया होगा. Alright? If you correctly frame your sentence, your translation will also be correct. Okay, so this is about future perfect simple or affirmative sentence. Now, negative, we just need to add not because two helping verbs are used. So not is added between these two to make the affirmative negative. Okay, now let's jump to simple question. As usual, every simple question, whether it is present, past, or future, it starts with the helping verb. Since here the helping verbs, two helping verbs are used, so first helping verb comes before the pronoun and the second helping verb comes after the pronoun. So helping verb plus subject plus helping verb plus verb, right? So, and the verb form remains same. So as you can see, in affirmative, we say, I shall have gone to office. So to make a simple question, we just bring first a helping verb before subject. So it's like, shall I have gone to office? क्या मैं office जा चुका होऊंगा? Shall we have gone to office? Right? Similarly, will you have gone to office? Let's translate this one. Shall we have gone to office? क्या हम दफ्तर गए हैं? Shall we have gone to office? क्या हम दफ्तर गए होंगे? गए होंगे. It should be it means future. Okay. गए हैं. As it is translation. It is like, oh, it is in present. It is as per this current translation. It is showing present. Present perfect simple question, but it is actually future perfect. So shall we have gone to office? क्या हम दफ्तर गए होंगे? ठीक है? So that will be the translation. So here we will see. Now let's make sentences. Yes, Shahbaz, now it's your turn to make simple question for perfect, future perfect tense.
Shall I have written a book?
Shall I have written a book? Perfect.
Shall we have written a book? Will you have written a book?
Will you have written a book? Perfect.
Will you have written a book?
Perfect.
Will John have written a book?
Will John have written a book?
Will Sonia have written a book? Will it have gone to forest?
Perfect. Will it have gone to forest?
Will John and Sonia have written a book?
Will John and Sonia have written a book? Please make negative simple question. Just add not after first helping. Shall not I have written a book? Shall not we have written a book? Will not you have written a book? Will not you have written a book? Will not John have written a book? Will not Sonia have written a book? Will not it have gone to forest? Will not John and Sonia have written a book? Yes, anyone would like to try, because these are simple questions. So you need to read 3 questions and then answer. It's now 5. Please read 3 out of these questions and then answer with translation.
Will you have written a book? Yes. Will you have written a book? Yes, I have written a book.
So you see, will
Will
you have written a book? क्या आप एक book लिख चुके होंगे? Then your answer is yes, I shall.
yes, I shall have written a book.
Right? If it is affirmative, if it is negative, then
I shall not have written a book.
no, I shall not have written a book. Your sentence should start with no. If it is negative, it should start with yes. It is affirmative. Yes. Any other question? And then answer.
Will Sonia have written a book?
Written a book.
Written a book.
Huh.
Yes, Sonia will have written a book. A book.
Right. And if it is negative,
No, Sonia will not have written a book.
written a book. Yes. Now let's discuss about WH question here in perfect. So perfect. So here we have WH question, same rule. If we add WH word to simple question, then it becomes WH question. The first WH question, then helping verb, subject, helping verb, verb, then the rest of the words we have. Okay. So like, when shall I have gone to office? When shall we have gone to office? When will you have gone to office? When will you have gone to office, right? When will John have gone to office? So when will John have gone to office means John office कब गया होगा? कब गया होगा? When will have John? When will John have gone to office? So let's translate. First WH word, when, the first helping verb, then subject, when will you, then second helping verb, have, then third form of the verb, when will you have gone to office? आप ऑफिस कब जाएंगे या आप कब ऑफिस जा चुके होंगे? Okay, this is future. When will you have gone to office? आप ऑफिस कब जाएंगे? Because it is perfect, right? So आप ऑफिस कब जा चुके होंगे? Okay, so in this way, these are the sentences. So now let's make some sentences by using write. Then Sabi, yeah, it's now your turn. Let's make WH question by using write verb.
When shall I have written a book?
When shall I have written a book? Please answer. Please translate, then answer in English, and then translate that answer as well.
कब मैं एक बुक लिखूंगा?
When shall I have written a book? मैं एक book लिख चुका हूँगा. Right? So your answer will be
Yes. I will
I shall
have write a book. I shall have write a book. written a book.
You shall have written a book. Um, by, you can give some dates, future date by 1st of October. Right, like this. So you can add to this one. Yes, next question.
When shall we have written a book?
Answer. Read question, translate, then answer.
When shall we have written a book? कब हम एक book लिख चुके होंगे?
Perfect. Answer.
Yes, we
No,
shall.
because when you are answering WH question, then it is directly affirmative sentence. There is no extra word like yes or no. Because here, when shall we have written a book? हम एक book कब लिख चुके होंगे? हम एक book 1st October तक लिख चुके हैं. So there is no
We shall have written a book.
using extra words like no or yes. So no or yes is, when we are answering simple question, only for simple questions, if it is affirmative, then we start with yes. If it is negative, then we start with no. That's all. So we shall have written a book by 1st October. 1st October is a future date. All right. This is how you need to understand. Next.
When shall you have written a book?
When shall you have written a book?
When shall you have written a book?
When will, right? So this is the second person. So second person is the will. When will you have written a book? When will you have written a book?
When will John have written a book?
When will John have written a book?
When will Sonia have written a book?
When will Sonia have written a book?
When will
When
gone?
will it have gone to forest? Next.
When will John and Sonia?
When will John and Sonia
Have
have written a book? Okay, so this is how you can make. Now let's do comparison. So for perfect tense, here is perfect tense. Copy this one. So here, future continuous tense affirmative sentence. So here you can see, right? So yes, anyone would like to read one sentence in present perfect, similarly for in past perfect, past perfect and future perfect with translation. Now it's time for Faiz. One sentence.
I have written a book. मैंने
Translate.
एक बुक लिखी.
मैं एक बुक लिख चुका. मैं एक बुक
मैं एक
लिख
बुक लिख
चुका हूँ.
मैं एक बुक लिख चुका हूँ.
So let me copy this one and paste in translation. I have written a book. मैंने
मैंने एक किताब
लिखी है.
लिखी है.
या लिख चुका हूँ, right? So you can translate like this. मैंने एक किताब लिखी है. Yes, next sentence please.
I had written a book. मैंने एक किताब लिखी थी.
मैं हाँ लिख चुका था या लिख
लिख
चुका था या लिख चुका. Okay, so it's now I had written a book. मैंने एक किताब लिखी थी, right? मैंने एक किताब लिखी थी या मैं एक किताब लिख चुका था.
Okay.
And this one,
I shall have written a book. मैं एक बुक लिख चुका होगा.
लिख चुका हूँगा. I shall have, मैं एक किताब लिखूंगा या लिख चुका हूँगा. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So yes, anyone else now is Shahbaz. Please, this sentence similar in past and future. Yes, please go ahead.
We have written a book.
Written a
हम
book.
एक बुक
लिख चुके
हम एक
होंगे.
बुक लिख चुके
Yeah.
हैं.
All right. You see here when you are translating in Urdu or Hindi, you can say we have written a book. हमने एक किताब लिखी है या हम एक किताब लिख चुके हैं. So you can translate like this, right? But in English it should be we have written a book. Yes, in past tense please.
We had written a book. हम एक बुक लिख चुके हैं. हमने एक बुक लिखी थी.
लिख चुके होंगे.
We shall have written a book. हम एक बुक लिखेंगे.
हम एक बुक लिख चुके होंगे. लिख चुके होंगे.
Yes,
Okay, so you can see that we are using third form of the verb. The remaining are same, only helping verb change. So here helping verb have is used, here had is used, here shall have used, or right like this, and the remaining words are same. So if we change helping verb, then the meaning will change. So if we instead of have, if we put had, then it will be in past. If we use shall have, then it will be in future. Okay, and only for first person, only for third person singular has helping verb is used, and for rest of them have is used in present perfect tense. But in past perfect tense, had this is the only helping verb had which is used here. And similarly, in future continuous tense, shall have or will have are used, right? Again, based on some criteria. And similarly, if we talk about negative, in the negative, we simply add not word between two helping verbs if two helping verbs are used. And simple question, again, here also it starts with helping verb, related helping verb. And WH question starts with WH verb. Okay, so this is about comparison. Now we are left with future perfect continuous. Perfect continuous. Perfect continuous. This future perfect continuous is not generally used, only in special cases it is used, but we will still see some rules, syntax and all. So here, future perfect continuous. So as we know, whether it is perfect continuous or only continuous, ing form of the verb is used. And if it is future, it's a perfect continuous, then we can see here shall have, and here B-E-N helping verb is added. Okay, so if we compare our right, so it's like I shall have been going to office. मैं ऑफिस जा रहा हूँगा. You know, very rarely it is used. Okay, but here try to understand the subject, then helping verb, then verb, right? Like I shall have been going to office. We shall have been going to office. So here three helping verbs are used. Shall have and then then B-E-E-N is used. So we shall have been going to office. You shall have been going to office. John will have been going to office, like this. Okay. And when it comes to negative, yeah, now we will make some sentences like, you know, by next July, we shall have been living here for 3 years. Now, anyone would like to read this sentence and then translate? First sentence.
By next July, we shall have been living here for 3 years. हम नेक्स्ट साल की जुलाई से यहाँ पर रहना शुरू करें 3 साल.
So, हम ऐसा बोल सकते हैं कि बाय नेक्स्ट जुलाई, यानी कि नेक्स्ट जुलाई जब आएगा तब हमें यहाँ रहते हुए 3 साल हो चुके होंगे, राइट? जब नेक्स्ट जुलाई आएगा तो यहाँ हमें रहते हुए 3 साल हो चुके होंगे. ओके, नाउ you see another sentence. This is quite simple. Please read.
I shall have been doing the work before my father comes. मैं काम करूँगा मेरे
करता आ
वालिद
रहा
आने
हूँगा, करता आ रहा हूँगा. मैं काम करता आ रहा हूँगा मेरे फादर आने से पहले. Before my father comes. Yes, next one.
He will have been studying at Oxford when he gets his degree. वो ऑक्सफोर्ड में पढ़ रहा था जब उसको डिग्री मिल चुकी है.
At Oxford when he gets his degree. Okay, so now let me put the translation. Okay. All right. So, like, I shall have been teaching. I shall have been teaching. I shall have been teaching since 2000. मैं 2000 से पढ़ा रहा हूँगा. Yeah, I shall have been teaching for 5 years. मैं 5 साल से पढ़ाता हूँगा या पढ़ा रहा हूँगा. Right? So, as I said, future perfect continuous are not generally used, but for knowledge, you need to know. Okay. And similarly, when we are making negative sentence, what we need to add? We just need to add not between first helping verb and second helping verb. Like, I shall not have been going to office. We shall not have been going to office. You will not have been going to office, like this. This is for negative. And when it comes to simple questions, since 3 helping verbs are used, so only first helping verb before the subject, and after subject remaining 2 helping verb, ing form of the verb, and the rest of the verbs. Like will you have been going to office, right? क्या आप ऑफिस जा रहे हो, right? So let's make this sentence. will you have been going to office? क्या आप दफ्तर जा रहे होंगे? Right? क्या आप दफ्तर जा रहे होंगे? For example, right, as we know that we are going to start our SAP training from 24th of September, right? So which is in future. So now we will make sentence for this one. We will have been learning SAP. We will have been learning SAP. We will have been learning SAP. हम SAP सीख रहे होंगे. So we can add some more words in it. We will have been learning SAP in October. हम अक्टूबर में SAP सीख रहे होंगे. Right? So we will have been learning SAP since, yes, now it is correct, since September 14 or 24th September, right? Or I'm just adding month, September. हम सितंबर से SAP सीख रहे होंगे. So we will have been learning SAP since September. Right? So this is affirmative sentence in future perfect continuous, right? And as the same rule is applied, so even for simple question, only one helping verb, then subject, then remaining helping verbs are used. And when we talk about WH question here, WH word, then first helping verb, subject, and then the remaining two helping verb, ing form of the verb, and the remaining sentences. Okay, so, all right, so let's make sentences here. Okay, so whatever currently we are discussing, this is actually active-wise we are discussing. In our next topic, right, look at these labels here. In our next session, we are going to discuss about types of voices. So whatever we discuss here in types of tenses, these are nothing but active voice. And in types of voices, we will discuss different types of voices like active voice and passive voice. Here we discuss how to make sentences in active voice. If you would like to make sentences in passive voice, what are the rules? All that we will be discussing in types of voices. Okay, so any question before we conclude today's session? So as an assignment, you people need to work on this future perfect continuous. Try to make some sentences, okay, like I was trying to make here. We will have been learning SAP since September 24th, right? So हम सितंबर से SAP सीख रहे होंगे, या हम SAP सीखते आ रहे होंगे. All right, this is how you need to see the translation in differently in your native language. Okay, so types of voices. If we are, if we understand active voice and passive voice here, then it will be easy to understand types of speeches. Once we are ready with this, then we will compare, correct we will compare British English and American English and accent and spelling and all those one by one we will be discussing. Yes, any question before we conclude today's session? All right, so let's conclude here and see you in the next session. Thank you.
Thanks for watching this video. Follow us and practice to enhance your English fluency.